am glad that the Minister of Works is not my friend. Because, boy, I'm glad. Because I want my friend to be able to defend me to the hilt with facts, with figures, with information. He tried to defend the Minister of Energy, who is the biggest and most incompetent minister in the history of energy. The energy sector decimated. And his defense was not a defense with a big stick. It was more of a defense with a small pin. He could not say what the energy plan is. The man, Mr. Ron Harford, spoke. He said, I am a businessman. I don't see the energy plan. Do you know what is the energy plan of the Honorable Minister of Energy? He said, look at it on Reuters. Look on Bloomberg. They're talking about, I'm having conversations. I'm over in Venezuela talking, and I'm conversing, and I'm speaking. That's a plan? When is the last time talking make money, except if you're on a TV show or a radio show? There is no plan. Furthermore, that Minister of Energy, who the Honorable Prime Minister boasted of in 2017, negotiated, according to the Minister of Works and Transport, negotiated gas price in Houston, completed negotiations. Mr. Jerry Brooks, who was the then chairman, had to run and resign because that Minister of Energy, the member for Port of Spain, St. Anne's, went and usurped the authority of those with brain, negotiated a poor deal, and the upstreamers like EOG and BP announced 67% increase in their profitability in a zero-sum game. If they go up, somebody go down. And unfortunately, you know who had to go down? Us, the people of Trinidad and Tobago, because we sent people like the Minister of Energy now, who was not the Minister of Energy then. They left the Minister of Energy, the Honorable Franklin Can, home, took that fellow to negotiate, and we make 67% less, and they make 67% more. And the PNM is celebrating that. The shareholders of the upstreamers should be celebrating that. A year and a half after the negotiations, NGC make a loss for the first time in history. Under Kamla Prasad Biswas and Kevin Ramnarine, the NGC was making 2.1 billion US profit. They made a loss in 2019 and 2020 after the negotiation that the Minister of Works is trying to defend the Minister of Energy. But I empathize with these PNM ministers. As I listen to the Minister of Works and Transport trying to defend the Minister of Energy, I listen to the Senator Laura Lizama Leasing quoting a set of old statistics, false nonsense. I could not believe. Yes, but I empathize with them because they all know that when they go to cabinet, they have no say. They all know that they are the haves and the have-nots in the government, and those who get told good morning, and those who policies get through, and those who can move forward. So lots of people who have brain in the PNM, they have to stay quiet because they don't get to travel all over the place. Look, even the Minister of Works and Transport, while defending the Minister of Energy, had to admit that he always outside the country. He always in Venezuela, but we ain't get a cent yet. We ain't get $1 yet. They have an election in July 28th. In Venezuela, but the leader of the opposition is debarred from going after getting 92% of the vote because Maduro say, the Supreme Court, his cousins say she cannot go in. And that's who the PNM is holding there too and holding close. So when that sham election occurs in July 28th, and right now as we speak with Donald Trump, who was christened Tropical Trump by the Prime Minister of the PNM, when Tropical Trump, as our Prime Minister described, Donald Trump may win the presidency on November 5th, 2024, what's the position with Maduro? What's the position with all our eggs in one dragon gas basket, that the dragon cannot dance, that there is no money coming, that the discussion about an energy plan is that the minister is talking. They talk about Atlantic restructuring. Atlantic LNG is operating at 72% of its capacity. We had a percentage in Train 1 where they wasted and flitted away $233 million over a 22-month period to maintain it after the company said it's not going up, we're not using it again. They then maintained it for another 2 years, and we have not heard that bill yet. But then they come to negotiate. A Chinese partner gives up 5%. They go and they negotiate and get the 5% of the Chinese company, and Chinese companies, as far as I know, they look for profit motive like any other company. So for them to leave a 5% of a profitable industry is really ludicrous. So they left it. because they know it was dead and dying because the PNM have put all our eggs in one basket. Gas production is low and declining, and we cannot attract investment for a 30-year period in order to create foreign direct investment. For the last 5 years, we've suffered negative foreign direct investment. Poor Minister of Trade and Industry. Negative foreign direct investment means people are taking their money out of Trinidad and Tobago, the beautiful country with land of milk and honey, and looking elsewhere. That is not good, but that is because of PNM, lack of planning and lack of management.
On election day,